I like you, you like me. If I like you, you like me. If I like you, yeah. If I like you, if I like you, you like me. If I like you, you like me. Why don't we? Why don't we?
Hello and welcome to another episode of Not Another Couples Podcast.
Hi, that was loud.
I got to come in with some energy. It is Independence Day and a weird year to celebrate Independence Day.
Yeah, the 249th or 250. I can't remember which one it was.
249th, because next year 250 will apparently be celebrated with a UFC fight on the White House lawn.
Yeah. But we're not here to talk about politics or anything related.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to get into that right now. Regardless, we're going to talk about something else as the fireworks go off around us and we get ready to go over and hang out with family and shoot explosives into the air and such things.
Like you do as an American.
Yeah. We've been doing a lot of media, like pop culture type things the past several episodes. Thought we'd get away from that a little bit. And I don't know why, but just the other day I was thinking about, I guess it's because we went to a hot pot restaurant. I was thinking about how, like, when we met, you would never do that. And it made me think about how much you can be a picky eater sometimes, Meg. And I kind of wanted to do an episode just talking about picky eaterness and the change in what you like and don't like, and finish it off with a picky eaters tier list. That seemed like it might be fun. What do you think?
I mean, for our listeners who don't know us personally in life, I am a very picky eater. I was for most of my life. Casey, you've had no pickiness hardly ever at all. I can probably count on my hand the number of foods, like one hand. I can count the number of foods you will not touch, you do not like, so on and so on. But yeah, this episode's going to be a little bit more Megan-centered.
Yeah. Even then, I'll give it a shot. What are the things you think I wouldn't give a shot?
What was it? You don't like raisins.
Yes, I will eat them in trail mix and such things. I'm not a big fan of raisins.
I love raisins. I've always liked raisins. I love them in oatmeal raisin cookies. I like chocolate covered raisins.
Yeah, not my favorite. I'll eat them like in a pinch, but yeah, it's not my favorite.
Are you also not a huge fan of coconut?
I am not a huge fan of like flaked coconut. I don't like the texture of coconut, and especially in like desserts. I love coconut milk. I love curry, and that involves a lot of coconut milk.
You like the coconut flavor, but you don't like the texture.
Correct. I don't like that like flaky, like shaved coconut. It's not
that is a lot of my problem when it comes to picky eating stuff. But there are some foods where like the taste is just awful on top of the texture as well. So,
and I feel like I should say, so that's it. Are you a picky eater? Me? No.
Yes.
And I attribute that largely to my grandmother, who did not say you have to try it once. She said you have to try it twice. Give it a second shot just to see. I don't know if I've ever been a picky eater. Maybe a little bit more when I was a little kid, but I don't think I was ever like picky.
All little kids mostly are picky eaters.
Yeah.
So
we were just talking about how like our kiddo will eat like 10 things, but that's probably a little better than a lot of kids who will eat maybe 2 or 3 things.
There's a lot of TikToks out there of moms either posting or commenting and saying, yeah, my kid lives off of photosynthesis and goldfish.
Yeah, we don't have that problem. We have a lot of fish sticks and chicken tenders.
Hopefully we never do.
Kiddo loves, I made him some Greek yogurt with granola and honey and some blackberries, and he loved that.
He will eat that, surprisingly.
Yeah. And of course, we have a Saturday ritual that I get up and make pancakes and sausage every Saturday, and that's a favorite.
He loves pancake. Like, I mean, I at least try to mix up his different breakfasts, like 4 different things he'll eat for breakfast in rotation. We've tried different things before, but these are the 4 things that he will eat, which is oatmeal with some type of berry. He'll eat yogurt with berry granola, honey, something mixed in. He will eat waffles.
Mhm.
And that's just when I am just like, I got woken up too early he's like up super early and I do not have time. I give him Eggo waffles. Don't shame me. Because if you're mom shaming, you're just as bad.
Yeah. Pop-Tarts work in a pinch. You get annoyed with me when I give him a Pop-Tart.
I personally haven't given him a Pop-Tart. But he does love his dad's pancakes. He loves the pancakes you make a lot. And he loves the sausage. And like he said, we've got other things that he'll eat. He'll eat fish sticks and chicken. Either chicken nuggets or chicken fries. He's
loves
crazy about
rice
that.
crackers. Like going to the international shop and getting rice crackers. That's a good one. Fruit snacks. Granola bars. Goldfish. He eats veggie puffs. Loves some veggie puffs.
He loves those. He could destroy almost a whole bag in one sitting. Our kid's a little bit more of a snacker, but I mean, we try to keep it to stuff that's like not totally bad for him.
I should add, like, talking about this, I tend to think I'm very adventurous as far as food goes.
Oh, very.
I love to cook. Cooking is a hobby of mine. I've worked in restaurants before. When I was in college, I was a fry cook at a restaurant called Jack's for a couple years.
Does not exist anymore, so don't go look it up.
It's probably one of the worst restaurants it's one of the worst jobs I've had, if I'm being really honest. The manager there, who I won't call him out by name, I won't be as much of a jerk as he was from time to time, but definitely sold pot out of the kitchen, would constantly accuse me of trying to milk the clock, as he would call it. And a couple times they had a wing challenge at the restaurant with like super spicy wing sauce. And he would occasionally put it in the waitress's food to quote unquote prank them.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Real weird. Not a great guy.
All this to say,
there's a really good restaurant there now called The Grind. If you find yourself in Martin, Tennessee, go to The Grind. It's really good.
That's a great place. But all this to say, also with the whole cooking part, I cannot cook.
Mm-hmm.
That is a life skill.
You can cook a little. We've been working on it.
I can cook a little. We've been working on it for the past year, so I at least know my way around a stove. But
we started trying to do like the Blue Apron, HelloFresh type of thing, so you can learn to cook a little bit.
That was the main goal of it, was just to have something ready to go and for me to chop. And so I can use a knife a little bit. I know how to cook on the stove. I just finished baking some brownies for family get together later, so I can bake. I can bake. It's just I'm not the best cook. That's something I've had to learn in my adult life. So thank God, out of the two of us, you are an amazing cook.
I love to cook. Along with that job, I worked at Jimmy John's for about 3 years, which isn't much cooking, but prep work. And I worked at Cracker Barrel for about 2 years as a prep chef. Loved those jobs. I like working in the kitchen. But one of my ways to like chill in the evening after work is to like put on some music and just make food. I like to make food. And again, I think that kind of comes from my grandmother, who I look at food as a love language of sort. I like to make a meal for people I care about. I love to host people. Like we have people over for game nights and just for get-togethers. And I love to make food and drinks for people. It's a way to say, hey, I think you're someone I care about and want you to have good food and be well fed.
We also have supper club through our church.
That's true.
Where we are in part of it's not the entire church. It's like a small, like a few families that get together once a month. We all rotate who gets to host, and everybody, it's like a potluck where the person hosting makes the entree and then everybody else brings the appetizer, the dessert, the drinks, all that good stuff. And we really enjoy being a part of that supper club.
Yeah. Last time we hosted, I think I made like some cracker crust, like Chicago style tavern pizza.
You did. Correctly. And it was a big hit.
Yeah. With like just, Italian sausage and giardiniera. And I did like a little ricotta cheese mixed with lime juice spread across it. Oh, it came out so good.
I see. He's fancy.
I don't know about all that.
I would never put something like that together.
And whenever we travel, I tend to be the one, you ask me to be the one to like pick where we eat out. like when we're on a trip somewhere, because I like to look up the good restaurants.
That's like one of your favorite parts about a trip is to look up where to go eat.
Oh
and try
yeah,
something
food
new.
tourism is great.
You love to try local stuff.
I do. Our most recent trip was Chattanooga. No,
Atlanta.
You're right, Atlanta. I didn't think about that as like a full trip, but no, you're right.
It was 3 days.
Yeah, we did that. We went for Hot Pot while we were in Atlanta. And before that was Chattanooga, which we ran into a lot of places. We had our son with us, and there was a lot of places that were 18 plus only type of situations.
I mean, more power to them. They're just like, at least for downtown, there was not a lot of kid friendly. This is not a jab. Just if know before you go, there's not a lot of places that are kid friendly. Like they'll probably have high chairs, but it's very much portrayed as like an adult atmosphere.
Yeah, one place, the Pickle Barrel, like straight up was like we couldn't go in.
No, they denied us entry because I was carrying our son on my hip.
Yeah,
so, I mean, and again, this is nothing against them. This is just a no before you go.
Yeah, we went to an excellent wood-fired pizza joint that I don't remember the name of right now. Went to Puckett's Grocery, and my favorite for that trip was Attack of the Tatsu, which was a ramen and like tonkatsu Japanese place that was like community tables. It was so good. We got a jar of tonkatsu, of their homemade tonkatsu sauce.
Oh my gosh, it was so good. I had never tasted anything like it.
Oh, it was so good. I wonder if Kiddo is going to be picky like you overall, get like looking between the two of us. But I will say one of his favorite bits on Sesame Street is Cookie
Monster
and Gonger,
Foodies,
Monster Foodies.
Monster Foodies!
I made this nice for you.
And he loves Cookie Monster. And they make it a point several times on Sesame Street that Cookie Monster is not just a cookie monster. He also is a veggie monster, a berry monster, all the good stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, anyways, so all that being said, since we've gotten together, I remember one of our first dates when you wanted to have me over to
You're
cook.
going to bring this up.
You made, no, it was good. You made chicken Alfredo pasta with frozen like Tyson chicken, like from like in a bag, and pasta and Alfredo sauce, and it was good. And so that's kind of where our relationship started. And I remember one of the things that got me was I made mashed potatoes one time, and you were like, "Are they Idaho brand?" And I was like, "They're Idaho potatoes." And you like potatoes that are instant mashed potatoes, and that's one thing I haze your mother about all the time.
No, yeah. That's one of my biggest hangups. This is going to segue into what my issues are as a picky eater, because majority of the time it's a texture thing. Like, I like potatoes. I like French fries. I like potato chips. I like mashed potatoes. Well, really, in this house, we call them whipped potatoes. But I will not touch a baked potato. And I'm going to try to work on that, but I cannot get past the texture of it. I'll eat potato wedges, but I don't like the like really, really like almost half quarter of the potato wedges. I can't stand those.
So my favorite way to do, I don't even like I like smashed potatoes, where when I make mashed potatoes, for me, I will only peel half of the potatoes. I like a little bit of the skin. And I like them rough smashed where there's some chunks in there, bunch of butter, maybe a little cheese, some chives. I'll add a little bacon fat. Oh, it's so good.
You might as well do just a baked potato at that point.
I love me a baked potato.
So then why bother making it in a mashed form? It's the same thing.
You can add the milk and the butter and stuff and get some of the whip in there. It's good. That's what it's for.
What's another thing that's a texture thing with me? Really, it's just potatoes that I can think of off the top of my head where it's just texture.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like tomatoes. I can't stand the seeds.
Mm-hmm. Megan, if I had to give like a nationality, like cuisine that is your favorite, what would it be? My guess is it's somewhere between like Tex-Mex and Italian.
It's Italian.
Italian?
By far.
And that's the city you're from, Jackson, Tennessee. That's probably our favorite place to go. Other than if you find yourself in Jackson, Tennessee,
go visit Old Town Spaghetti Store.
I was going to say Tulum for fish tacos. It's a weird little. I think it used to be a diner, but it's a little like Tex-Mex restaurant now.
They have
great Cali fish tacos. Oh my God,
but for
they're so
really good Italian food, and that's like old style, has been in Jackson for goodness knows how long. Go to Old Town Spaghetti Store. It's really good. Just about everybody goes there for their birthday, anniversary. It is like a staple of my little hometown. That doesn't have much. No, but I really, really enjoy Italian. I almost never find an Italian dish I won't enjoy.
I made some eggplant parm the other day that was really good.
And I requested it.
Yeah.
That's one of the things this is one of our questions on here. That's one thing I thought I would never like is eggplant parm. So
let's go ahead and move into that. What are some other things that like I've basically made you try that you're like, oh, I love that thing now?
Well, I was also going to touch on the whole Tex-Mex thing you mentioned.
Yeah.
To a certain degree, yes. There's like certain foods I like in Mexican cuisine that I really like, but there's others where it's the spice.
Mm-hmm.
That's another part of my picky eating thing is I will not touch anything super spicy. I have a very, very, very low spice tolerance.
I love spicy food. I made Megan go with me to our friend Caro, who was on our Atlanta episode. We were picking her up in Nashville, and I was like, well, we got to get Nashville hot chicken. So we stopped by Hattie B's and picked up hot chicken. And that's I love spicy food.
I can't do it. Like whenever I go out of town, you usually make yourself something. You make either a really nice steak dinner or you make like really spicy Indian curry.
Yeah, that is my go-to. As much as I sometimes maybe get a little frustrated with like, I can't make spicy things when you're at home. The other one is I like a steak or a burger, medium rare at the most.
Yes. That's another thing that I've surprised that I like. Half the time we have to figure out a certain way that I like a certain food. Like with potatoes, I mentioned I like XYZ in this form.
I had to get a potato ricer.
With steak, I thought I only liked it well done. Turns out I don't. I actually like it medium rare.
There you go.
It still freaks me out a little bit when the meat is not cooked all the way through. I get that's the point of steak.
Yeah. Now, there is a story for this in which the day we moved to the city we live in now, you got fairly bad food poisoning.
I got real bad food poisoning.
And at the time, you would say it's because the burger was undercooked. I
still think that.
I was working a shift at Cracker Barrel, and you asked me to pick up food for everyone that was helping us load the truck to the city we live in now. And I made some burgers for everyone. And I mess with you all the time, have a tendency to not eat when food is ready and wait some time. And I think that was the problem, that your burger sat for 3 hours on the sidewalk.
Not on the sidewalk.
On the driveway.
It was not even, no, it didn't even touch the ground. You know that.
In a bag on the pavement.
No, not even on the pavement. I swear, I think it was in the car this whole time.
Hot summer sun, regardless.
Either way, I still think that was undercooked. And ever since then, I've been scared of raw meat. Yeah. That was like I had to carry you into the ER. You were so like it was bad. It was so bad. Yeah, but going into the question, because this involves anything you will just never like, raw food, aka things like sushi. Cannot do it. Man. I will not do sushi. Man, it freaks me out far too much. I can't. I want to say I like it, but I cannot get past the barrier of it being raw food and possibly getting sick from it again.
We got to at least try like a California roll that's cooked.
So yes, sure, but raw sushi not happening. Mm. We have tried this one particular food several times, and we cannot find a way that I like it. I will not touch broccoli.
Yeah, and we're going to get into that. One that's been a big one here lately that I was just thinking about as you were like, can we please go to Dutch Brothers? When we met, you thought coffee was the worst.
Yeah, actually.
And then we got a Keurig, and now you're like, I cannot make it through a morning without a cup of coffee.
Now, you make it sound like I'm a coffee addict. I am nowhere near the level my mother is.
No, definitely not the level your mother is, but you are a little bit of a
Please stop. Please stop. You know I hate that. I hate when he whispers into the mic. I'm not a fan of ASMR. It feels like somebody's tickling your ear. But no, that's another thing that has surprised me. I think it had to be like, I like my coffee really sweet with a lot of creamer.
You do like a little coffee with your milk and sugar.
Yeah.
Whereas
but now it's like one of those things where my system depends on at least one cup of coffee to start my day. I can go without it, but my system's going to be a mess later in the day.
Yeah.
But I have to have at least one cup of coffee in the morning now.
You mentioned broccoli is like a food you'll never like. Is there anything else that you're like, never?
I thought for a while that would be the case with nuts. It's one of those things where, like, if it's chopped or like I take a bite into a brownie and discover there's nuts in it, I'm not going to be like immediately spit it out if I'm like out somewhere. I'll eat it and I'll finish it, but I won't take another piece. Or like if someone offers me chocolate covered peanuts, no thanks. Anything I will never, ever, ever like. Yeah, the raw food and the broccoli, that's just what comes off the top of my head.
Yeah. You really didn't like onions when we met. And that's one where
go back and forth.
There's a lot of things that you don't mind now because I just lied to you about putting them in your food.
I go back and forth with them. Another thing with it too, as the picky things, I do not like when you chop up food and you cut them so largely. I need them finely chopped because that's just another thing. I don't like taking huge bites of like bell pepper or onion or something like that. I can't stand it. It's got to be smaller for me so it's more chewable, I guess. I just thought of something. Jalapenos.
I love pickled jalapenos.
Never, ever, ever. I will never like jalapenos. Never. Just too spicy for me. I will not touch them.
Fair. I do want to get into specifically the holiday struggle that comes with being a picky eater. My family is large. We tend to have at least 30 people for Christmas. And my family does Christmas breakfast instead of Christmas dinner. But we're all folks that like to eat. There's been a lot of jokes in my life about how all my family are short, stocky people that live on a hill and everyone has a garden. It's basically just the Shire. But we love to get together to eat. And whenever we get together to eat, I'll make my plate and then I'll look back to you and it will it used to be, we're doing a little better now. You're crossing your arms. I'm sorry. But I would be like, is all you're going to get mac and cheese and a roll? Like, I don't like these things.
Okay, so a lot of picky eaters will understand the struggle of like family get-togethers for holidays. Like, it's the 4th of July today. So I've actually been super excited to have your uncle's hot dogs and hamburgers and all kinds of nice stuff. I'll stay away from the potato salad, thank you.
I love me some potato salad.
I do not like potato salad. There's going to be a lot of different desserts. I made brownies. There will probably be a German chocolate cake. No, thank you.
My grandfather's favorite.
That is your grandfather's favorite, so that's why it gets...
You do like the eclair cake.
I do love the eclair cake.
Like
oh
with,
my gosh.
With like whipped cream and sugar and graham crackers and some hardened chocolate on top.
Oh my gosh, it's the best thing ever.
My Aunt Betty makes a really good Italian cream cake. That one's always killer.
Surprisingly, I look forward to the buffalo chicken dip.
I do love some buffalo chicken dip.
That there is never any left an hour after we start eating.
100%.
It always goes so quick. But yeah, I'm a lot better than how I used to be.
Sure.
But yeah, no, things like potato salad. You're really good at making salads. There's macaroni salad. Not going to touch it. No, thank you.
Salad's a big one you've come around on where you wouldn't touch a salad when we met.
Sort of.
Now we go to a salad-only restaurant occasionally.
Yeah. I love a really good jazzed up Caesar salad. But then I'll use Italian dressing. Sometimes I'll use Asian dressing when we're at hibachi. But I really just do like a classic Caesar salad with some chicken. That's the good stuff for me. Sometimes when we even go to our favorite local restaurant, which we're not going to mention because that'll definitely give away where we live, I often get the Caesar salad instead of the pizza that everybody gets.
Yeah.
I loved their fried chicken Caesar salad. That's one I've definitely come around on. But like cold salads that are like mostly mush, like potato salad or mayonnaise based or macaroni. I'm sorry, that's just not for me. Or like,
which is interesting given one of 2 food service jobs you worked. That's like what they served in Jackson. Carriage House, which another great place you should visit.
Carriage House Antique Market
is like tea party food, like chicken salad sandwiches.
They have a really, really good signature strawberry salad there.
Yeah. Wedge,
that has chopped almonds.
Like old school. Cobb's are wedge salads, which I don't understand a wedge salad. It's a weird one.
I'm not sure if they have that anymore, but I know they have other
Had
salads.
really good crab cakes. I remember the crab cakes being really good there, and it was a special they didn't have all the time.
Yeah, I miss that place.
Yeah.
I need to go visit them soon.
So we're going to get into the tier list. And before we start our tier list, I'm actually going to surprise Megan. She's about to be real upset with me. We're going to try a food live on camera. You've had it one time, but I'm going to give you a little piece of kimchi. I got some kimchi at our local market the other day, and it's so good. I'm going to get me a piece first.
Oh, no. I'm always afraid it's going to be like super spicy or like, I'm not a fan of pickles. So pickled stuff.
I love anything pickled.
Pickled stuff. Okay.
Well, what do you think? This is some sliced cabbage kimchi from 5,000 Year Foods.
Okay, so the taste is not bad. Woo! Okay. Oh, it's got an aftertaste. Okay.
I think that's really good. I put it on sandwiches. I've added it to salad a couple times.
It's not terrible, but that spice has a quick kick.
Think so? I don't think it's spicy.
Hun, we literally just discussed this. I find spice when there is no spice to be found.
Yeah. Young cabbage, red pepper, water, garlic, fish sauce, which is an anchovy extract, salt, sugar, and water, salted garlic, shrimp paste, sugar, MSG, and green onion.
I just don't know, like, I mean, I like it. I just don't know how much of it I could eat in one setting.
Sure. I like a side of kimchi. Like when I stop, there's a little Japanese Hawaiian fusion restaurant near my work, and I'll usually get a little cup of kimchi with my food.
That's another thing that I'm actually surprised that I like is I've really started opening up to more Asian foods.
You have. That's true.
Though I will admit I am very spoiled. I am now extra picky about what Asian food I eat, or specifically where, because you make it too good. So anywhere else except hibachi style is just like, nah, I'll pass.
To be clear, I'm as white as paste. There are many people that are better at Japanese food than me.
Oh, definitely, but like I don't know. There's just places around here, like, you make really good fried rice.
I am glad to hear that. Getting a Blackstone made a lot of difference for making hibachi food.
I love his fried rice. You make a really good tonkatsu, but I feel like anywhere you get tonkatsu, it's going to be good. Fried shrimp, really good. Though I will still love the hibachi place we go to even more.
I haven't done tempura in a while. We need to do that soon.
You haven't done tempura in a while. Oh, spicy ramen and tteokbokki.
Yeah, you do like tteokbokki, which is one I would have never expected. You get that bulldog carbonara ramen.
I do like the carbonara flavor of bulldog. Yes, the pink package. But that's like when I'm actually in the mood for something that needs a little kick, or it's allergy season and I'm super stuffy and I need something to clear up my nose and I'm desperate. So
I have several favorite, which admittedly I'm more on ramyun than ramen, more of the Korean products.
I need to give that another try.
Bulldog Classic and the habanero lime are both really good. I love Shin Black, but my favorite is chapaguri, which is half chapgari and niyoguri ramyun.
Didn't you get that
mixed
from the movie Parasite?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. And it's great. But we're already at half an hour, so let's go ahead and get into our tier list.
Yes.
I've pulled up a basic, and I'll put the screenshot as the thumbnail of the tier list.
If we're able to figure out technology.
Yeah, of some food there's some tame stuff, there's some not tame stuff, and we're just going to go through and let Megan rank them 1 out of 10, 10 being perfect, 2 being amazing, 8 out of 10, always ready for, 6, it's okay. 7 is baseline yummy. It skips 6 because tier maker is imperfect. 5 is I'd maybe eat it. 4, not worth eating. 3, terrible. 2, disgusting. And 1, uneatable. And some of these are real basic.
Okay, so before we start, real quick, I'm probably about to make a bunch of people mad. If there are any foods on this list, because I don't know what's on this list. If there's any foods on here that are a cultural thing, I am very sorry ahead of time. Like kimchi. He's about to take another bite.
I'm about to eat some more kimchi while we do this.
So if there are some things on here that are like culturally significant, I apologize ahead of time. This is just me, as also white as paste, who grew up in a very sheltered, picky eating home. So I apologize ahead of time.
Are your parents picky eaters?
They don't eat Asian food.
That is fair. There's been a couple times where it's like, I don't know if we wish to partake in ethnic food.
Yeah, they're not picky eaters, but they're not adventurous.
Sure.
At all. So
classic Southern American cuisine.
Yeah. Like small town Southern for sure. But anyways, first on our list, what did you say?
French fries.
8.
Pizza. And this is a cheese pizza. To be fair, you don't like a lot of toppings on your
10.
pizza.
Every time.
If it had toppings, what if I said a supreme pizza with like peppers and olives?
Supreme pizza? No, 2.
2? What toppings do you like on pizza? I know, but
pepperoni's okay. I really like beef on a pizza. Meat lovers, I'll touch it and I'll eat it. I'll probably pick off like the Canadian bacon or the ham, but I'll eat everything else on it. I don't like mushrooms. I actually really love feta cheese.
Yeah.
On pizza. I'm weird like that though. I have not met another person in my life that like specifically loves feta cheese on their pizza.
What about a cheeseburger?
Like how I like it, or with all the trimmings?
The picture is a bun with meat and cheese.
8.
Which you do when we go somewhere. You're like meat and cheese only, or
cheese and ketchup only. And I did just say earlier, I'm super excited for your uncle's burgers because he makes really good burgers.
Chicago dog.
A Chicago dog?
Uh-huh.
No, 2. I'm
if
not a fan
it's a
of the
plain
relish.
hot dog.
We had this experience our first time going to Chicago.
You got yelled at almost by a hot dog person.
Yeah. And I had to go across the street to get ketchup packets from another fast food restaurant, and they said it's 12 cents a packet. I was so mad. Yeah, if you ever go to Chicago, this is another thing. Know before you go. Ketchup on a hot dog, not a thing. Don't even try. But no, a Chicago-style dog, I'm sorry, I am not a fan.
What about mac and cheese?
9. I get sick of it quick, but I will always reach for it.
Fair enough. Bratwurst.
6. It's not my favorite, but I'll eat it.
Sure. Pigs in a blanket.
Pigs in a blanket? 7. Again, not my favorite, but I'll eat a few of them.
Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe.
Oh gosh, I don't even actually remember if I've had a really good sloppy joes before.
You went to public school.
Yeah, but I didn't touch it. I always opted for the other option. I did go to public school. I did not eat public school sloppy joes.
I'll make some manwiches one night soon.
I feel like that needs to be another thing that I need to give another shot.
All right.
So 5.
Maybe eat. Tacos.
So then I'll preface this. What's the picture?
White people taco night.
So the hard shell taco. Is there lettuce on it?
No, it's meat and a tortilla.
8. I like the hard shells. I will eat like soft shell. I ate some with you last night, actually. I do like the soft shell, but I prefer the hard shell.
I love some street tacos. Any truck that's got some dollar, just like meat on a tortilla with a onion and cilantro and some lime.
You just
I did
said
it on purpose, I know.
Or tortilla on taco night.
With chorizo or carnitas. Oh, man, so good. A good medium rare steak.
6.
6, okay.
I don't hate it, but I mean, steak will never be my first choice. But if it's put in front of me, like at family dinner, I'll eat it.
Mm-hmm. I can't tell what this one is. Oh, that's, I think that's a pot roast.
Is it just the roast, or does it have everything that comes with
Potatoes and carrots and jus.
it? 4.
Oh, man, that's one of my favorites. A Philly cheesesteak.
Oh, man.
We had Philly cheesesteaks, but on Hawaiian rolls just the other night.
Yeah, that's true. This is another one. It depends on how it's served to me. 6.
6?
I'll say 6, yeah.
Well, there's not a 6, so 7.
7, okay.
Meatball sub.
8.
I do love a meatball sub.
It's pretty good. Especially on a hoagie.
Meatball spaghetti. Spaghetti and meatballs.
8. Love a good spaghetti. I just prefer usually just like the chopped up ground beef, but a good meatball's good too.
Corn on the cob.
1.
1?
1.
You don't like corn on the cob?
I don't want corn, period. I cannot stand the waxy texture of corn. That actually is something, now that you say, I will just never like. I do not like the waxy texture or the taste of corn.
What
no.
about like an elote? Like,
No.
oh man.
Not even in chicken tortilla soup. No.
I'm telling Caro on you.
I know I'm terrible, but I already apologized ahead of time, so.
Just a nice apple.
What color?
This is a red delicious.
A red delicious.
Maybe a Fuji.
6, but if it was a Granny Smith apple, that's an 8. I love the green apples the best.
Fair enough. What about grapes?
What color?
The picture has all colors.
I like green grapes. Regular grapes, they're okay. So if we're saying green grapes, 7.
7, baseline yummy.
I've wanted to try candied grapes for a while.
Yeah.
Or the frozen ones that you can find at Costco.
Meh. Watermelon.
I'm not the biggest fan of watermelon, but I feel like this is another one that I need to give another shot. Maybe I'll get to tonight. 4.
4. Meatloaf.
3.
3. Hate meatloaf. Everybody meatloaf. If you haven't seen the Christmas Story, this is, I think this picture is oysters.
Oh no, 1. No, absolutely not.
Chicken tendies.
10. I mean, that's the staple of all picky eaters.
A Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich.
Take the pickle off and we're solid. I know the picture can't tell you if it's got the pickle on it or not.
Will you dare put the Lord's chicken below 10? I prefer Popeyes, but...
I'm going to put this at an 8 just because I would have to pick off the pickle. And honestly, on my Chick-fil-A sandwich, I like it with a slice of Colby Jack cheese. If you have not done it that way, you're missing out.
General Tussauds chicken.
Did you make this chicken?
Whoever your favorite version is.
10.
Yeah.
If it's your General Tso's chicken, then definitely a 10.
Whole roast chicken. Now that's one of my I roast chicken every once in a while. It's one of my favorites. Cut up some root vegetables, potatoes, sweet potatoes, butternut squash, and put a chicken on top and let the juices run down.
I do not like bone-in chicken. I do not like bone-in chicken at all. So the fact that it would have to be pre-shredded and all that good stuff. 5.
Chicken the way nature intended gets a 5. Mozzarella sticks with marinara sauce.
Oh, that's a 10. This is all going to be the typical picky eater stuff.
Putting General Tso's high sets you apart a little bit. I'm not even going to ask you where broccoli goes. I know.
It's it's at the bottom.
Tomato soup and a grilled cheese.
Ooh, I have to jazz my tomato soup up a little bit. I like a lot of, like, not just the grilled cheese, but I like cheese.
To put a bunch of cheese in it. It's a cheese soup.
Yeah. But if you ever do it with, like, a mix of mozzarella and cheddar shredded cheese, sometimes pizza blend cheese, and you get that all good and melted in the soup, then it's basically a dip, and then you use the tortilla chips. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. So just as is tomato soup and grilled cheese, let's put that at an 8.
Okay. What about fish sticks?
It's not, I like these a lot, and I grew up on fish sticks, and I still give them to our boy. I wouldn't reach for it first, though. 7.
Okay. Chicken noodle soup.
10. I crave chicken noodle soup, especially during soup season.
Ketchup.
I mean, just ketchup by itself?
Yup.
Now, I have ketchup with a lot of things, but just ketchup by itself?
Think about it the way you need to think about it.
Okay, but the question, I'm going to ask you
No,
on
it's
this,
not
though.
spoonfuls of ketchup. I don't think so.
Is there a 9?
Yeah.
Okay, let's put that at 9. Just because I use it with everything, but I would never eat it by itself.
Just because kiddo skips 9 counting to 10 doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Ravioli.
What kind of ravioli?
With marinara sauce.
Yeah, but there's different kinds of ravioli.
Boiled. Not fried. I know you're thinking of toasted ravioli.
Well, not just that, but what's the filling? You make the rules here. What kind of filling?
Cheese.
Okay, so if it's beef, cheese, or spinach and cream cheese, or excuse me, not cream cheese, but ricotta cheese. Oh, yeah.
Ricotta.
But also either boiled or fried. Let's put that at a 10. That's
You do
so
love
good.
Ravioli.
I love some pasta.
A good old-fashioned PB&J.
I'm not a fan of jelly, so 5. I like just peanut butter. I'm not a fan of jelly. I like jelly on a biscuit occasionally by itself, but PB&J, no.
One of my favorite snacks.
That's one of the, like, I'm sure being a picky eater, it's weird that I don't like a PB&J, but...
PB&J, not one of my favorite snacks, but the next thing is one of my favorite snacks, which is just some good old kosher dills, just some pickles.
No, I feel like that's one of the things I want to like, but I just can't. I just said I don't like pickle stuff.
We got some Wickles hula pickles in the fridge that are really good.
I'll put this at a 3.
Okay.
Just because I wish that liking for pickles was there.
Sushi.
Okay, again, what kind of sushi? Like the classic?
It's a boat in this picture, so all the kinds.
1, I can't get past raw fish. I can't. I cannot get past raw fish.
And finally, some button mushrooms. Just some fried mushrooms.
This is another one of those things where it depends on how it's being served to me.
So, I'll say my way. Sauteed with butter, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper.
3. Now...
Maybe some wash your sister sauce.
I can't say that word. I have such a hard time saying that sauce word.
Just say the thing I say. Worcestershire, but you just say wash your sister sauce.
I cannot say that word. I struggle with it. I have to like try to pronounce it like at least 5 or 6 times before I actually say it correctly. But
that's the list.
Well, let me say about mushrooms. I was going to say the local restaurant we have down here that is also a German bakery has a really good pork schnitzel. And on top of that, this stuff
the
is
brie
so
sauce
good.
and mushrooms.
The brie and mushroom gravy is fantastic. You have to have that with the pork schnitzel. And that alone is delicious. I will eat that gravy all day long. It's again, it's a texture thing with mushrooms. So it all depends on how it's being served to me.
I love mushrooms, and since you mocked me last episode for relating everything to Lord of the Rings,
you already made one Lord of the Rings reference in this episode, so go ahead and make another.
Mushrooms are a Hobbit favorite food. It's Hobbit's favorite food. The name of the 3rd chapter of the Fellowship of the Ring is A Shortcut to Mushrooms.
Of course he would know that.
And when their first night at the new house in Bywater, they have a bunch of fried mushrooms and leave the dishes for the new owner to clean.
That's rude.
They hated Lobelia. No, that was at Bag End. The party they have at Bag End, they leave. Lobelia is Frodo and Bilbo's shrill cousin who stole his silverware while he was gone on his first adventure.
Oh, okay.
And eventually their whole thing is trying to get the house. And then when Frodo has to leave, he sells it to them because it's a good cover, but they leave her to do the dishes from their final
So
party.
that's a little bit of petty revenge right there.
Yeah. Actually, the one who doesn't go on an adventure with them all, Fredregar Bolger, their fifth friend, the forgotten hobbit, Fatty Bolger, stays and pretends to be Frodo, wears a Frodo disguise so no one knows.
I did not know there was a forgotten hobbit, but we're not going to get into that because I'm sure you're going to go on a 20-minute rant about that.
Justice for Fatty Bolger. That's all I have to say. Fatty would love that we're talking about food.
So can I see this tier list that we've...
Yeah, I'm going to take a screenshot of it and post and make it the thumbnail for this episode.
I would just
and I'll put a TikTok up about it as well when this episode goes out.
Okay. So there's the usual suspects for the A tier, S tier, all
I'm just
that
sitting here
good stuff.
munching on kimchi. I hope y'all can't hear my munching too bad.
No, there's actually a few things that I'm surprised about that are in this that I ranked higher or ranked lower, quite honestly. But no, this is actually a pretty solid list. So as we said before, I mean, my picky eating habits have gotten a lot better over the last couple of years, for sure. So I'm not terrible. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
This is all to say as a caveat. While I may be a picky eater, I'm a junk food queen.
You are the snack food queen.
It's kind of funny. You're the one that immediately turns his nose up at stuff like that. But if a weird flavor of chip or a weird snack food comes out or a weird soft drink, I immediately want to try it because I'm just so curious. So with snacks, yes, I will try it all day long. I want to, but you're like, no, why would you want to try that? That sounds disgusting. So...
but no, you've definitely gotten better, and we're going to keep working on it and trying new foods because adventure is the spice of life. Or variety is, I like adventure. No, adventure is the spice of life. I'm sticking with it.
Variety and adventure, you could both say.
And I will spend however long I can cooking for you and getting you to try new things.
That will probably be a never-ending thing between the two of us.
I hope so.
And I'm not terribly mad about that. So, as we always do with every one of these episodes, to end this particular episode, I have a joke for you. And I kind of went through the internet digging around a little bit because there's a ton of these. So this is a food joke. But this one was listed as a bad joke. So I'll let you be the judge, Casey, and I'll let you be the judge,
listeners. When you
listeners.
say a bad joke, like a low-quality joke or a naughty joke?
Not a naughty joke, just a groaner.
Okay.
Bad joke. But I liked this one. What's a pizza's least favorite subject?
Geometry.
You're close. Math. You know why?
Why?
It can't handle being divided.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Not Another Couples podcast. Something I've been meaning to do. I want to make sure we say thank you to Rufus Dawkins for the use of his song If I Like You as our intro. Thank you to all of our friends who have submitted things for us to talk about. And if you would like us to talk about something specific on an episode or give us something to try within reason, shoot us a message at our Anchor account. I'll set up an email soon, maybe. Possibly. We'll see. Probably not. Maybe. Thanks again. Bye.
If I like you, you like me. If I like you, yeah. If I like you, if I like you, you like me. If I like you, you like me. Why don't we?